As a very young girl, I was molested by someone who was supposed to be trusted. My father was an abusive alcoholic. There could be violence, there could be shouting. And I didn't even know it was really abusive. I didn't know that it was bad because I had a great love from my mom. I always felt it was my job to be the peacekeeper. I was there, hoping to, save her in some way. And I would mask it with my shyness as a young girl. And then as I got older, I realized that no one knew what was going on, but I wanted to make sure that I looked perfect to the world. I felt that if I was the best girl, the best Christian, and found someone to love me, that I'd be okay. The first boy that said, "I love you and I'm gonna be there for you," I believed. Between being dating and marriage was 26 years, things that I thought were protective of me were really power and control over me. Little things that were said to make me feel less than made me work harder to want to prove that I was more than for this person. And it turned into a codependency. As I had my children, I poured, my love, because for the first time, someone loved me back. I did ask for some of the stuff to stop. I think the first time you tell someone they raped you and they don't believe they did is very difficult. But then it just kept happening and I didn't do anything to make it stop. I had to watch my father pass away, but it was one of those first dominoes to fall that let me know that the life I was living was not acceptable, and thinking it was better for my children to be in the same house. So I began by sneaking out of the bedroom, and I would hide on the couch or sleep on the floor in one of their rooms. I moved into a little room in the house, barricaded my door each night. For me, I wasn't being hurt at night anymore. I slept with one eye open, but it was different. I could relax and I felt safe. And then I got the strength to just say no more. When I met Lorianne and I listened to her story and held back the tears, she gave me the strength to believe that it really is going to get better. As an assistant principal, I would recognize the signs that I showed when I was being abused. The story that stands out the most for me was dealing with a student that they wanted to Baker Act. I watched her mannerisms and I watched her wording and I watched her smile. I knew with my whole being that there was more to this depression. This girl's about to want to kill herself. And I said, I feel like there's something more here. This young 14-year-old girl 4 years prior had been raped by a family member. So this allowed for us to get the right help to her. Being a part of Visions of Hope is the greatest sisterhood in the world. Once you've been through a lifetime of abuse, trust is something that's very hard to gain. But Lorianne and the other women gave me the ability to believe in that again. I want to help women and young girls and young boys who have witnessed it, observed it, been a part of it, know that we can do something about it. And I want them to know how to get help and how to prevent it. If there's one thing I could share with anyone who has been a victim of abuse, observed the abuse, or know someone who's in it, that abuse isn't okay in any form, emotional, physical, sexual. Get help, tell someone that you trust, share your story, and it will change your life forever. Don't let someone else make you feel less than, because you are worth all the gold on the earth.